Okay, so I just came across this framework called Synkra AIOS, and it's all about using AI agents for software development. How cool is that?
Right? It's fascinating how they set up a hierarchy where the CLI is prioritized above everything else. That's not typical.
Yeah, and the CLI first approach means all decisions and automations happen there. It's like the brain of the operation.
Totally. And it's interesting how this approach aims to eliminate inconsistencies in planning. But does that work in practice?
That's the big question. They claim that it uses dedicated agents like analysts and architects to create detailed documents.
Exactly. And then they have another agent, the Scrum Master, who turns those plans into hyper-detailed development stories. It's a two-phase process.
Right, but I wonder if this can actually eliminate context loss. That's a huge issue in AI-assisted development.
It sounds like they think it can, since the agent dev opens a story file with complete understanding. But can we trust that understanding?
Good point, and what about when it comes to real-world projects? Can these agents really handle the complexity?
The evidence is mixed, honestly. They might have these sophisticated capabilities, but they're still reliant on human input.
That's true, they mention a human-in-the-loop approach for refining prompts. It makes me wonder how much human oversight is really needed.
Exactly. It's like, are these agents really autonomous if they constantly need human validation?
And they also have a focus on observability, which is secondary to the CLI. I wonder how effective that is for monitoring.
It's definitely interesting. They rely on dashboards and logs to observe what's happening in real time. But are those enough?
I mean, it sounds good on paper, but dashboards can sometimes oversimplify complex processes. They might miss key details.
And that could lead to misinterpretations. Plus, the UI is considered last in this framework. Is that practical for users?
That's a huge gamble, right? Users often rely on UIs for insights. If it's not intuitive, it could be a mess.
Definitely. But I do love the idea of specialized AI agents for different tasks. They've got roles for all kinds of development functions.
Yeah, like they have an analyst, a product manager, and even a UX expert. It's like a full team in AI form.
And don't forget about their Scrum Master and QA agent. But can they really replace human creativity and intuition?
I'm not convinced they can completely replace those human qualities. There's just something about human touch in planning.
I agree. The nuances of decision-making and adaptability often come from human experience, which AI might struggle with.
But think about it, if they work well together, maybe we could get the best of both worlds. That'd be revolutionary.
True, and their autonomous development engine sounds promising, turning requirements directly into code. How cool is that?
Very cool, but does it really execute everything without errors? I wonder how often it needs adjustments.
That's a major concern. They mention a recovery system which suggests it might face failures. How reliable is that?
Exactly, it's like they're saying we can fix mistakes, but how often do those mistakes happen in the first place?
And I find the memory layer concept intriguing. It implies that these agents can learn from past tasks, but how well?
Learning from past experiences is essential, but I wonder how they handle conflicting insights or lessons learned.
I can see potential conflicts causing more confusion. Balancing multiple insights could be a challenge for AI.
And let's not forget the importance of community involvement. They encourage contributions, which is great for innovation.
Yes, collaboration can lead to new ideas, but it also raises questions about quality control. How do they manage that?
That's a good point. They have a multi-layer validation system, but will that be enough to maintain high standards?
Exactly. It sounds robust, but there's always a risk with automation. Human oversight might still be necessary.
I suppose it's all about finding the right balance. AI can enhance processes, but we shouldn't fully rely on it.
Agreed. It reminds me of how we often rely on tools in our daily lives. They help, but we still need to think critically.
Totally. So what do you think the future holds for AI-driven frameworks like Synkra AIOS?
I think they'll evolve, but they'll need to address these complexities and limitations to truly be effective.
That's an insightful take. I'm excited to see how this field progresses. The potential is immense.
Me too. It's a thrilling time for AI in development. The possibilities are endless, but we'll need to stay cautious.
Absolutely, always better to look before we leap, especially with something as promising as AI.
Exactly. Let's keep exploring these developments together. There's always something new around the corner.